On today's video of opening my new gold mine, we continue the cycle of drilling, blasting, and mucking while continuing to bag up the ore and move it through the mine and get it down the hill. We're working against the clock as our season is starting to come to a close, and it won't be long now until we get our ore down to the mill, crush up some samples, start smelting down some gold, and seeing how rich our ore really is. We're just about to head up into the stope. Harry's drilling at the back there with Pete. You can really hear that thing hammering away. It's happening. Down there it's happening. I'll finish this one off. Ready, there, good. Good. Here's our waste shot. We put a little burn over here on the right side. We need to leave this arch here for our pillar. We're going to leave all this area right here as our pillar. And so we got our burn, and then everything's just going to start shooting this way. Boom, 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 boom. All the way over there on top of the vein. And then we'll come in tomorrow and see what it looks like. Hopefully we just have a nice uniform slick like we did last time. Pete's first blast. So what we're going to do is you're going to touch that terminal and that terminal, those wires, and what you're going to hear is you're going to hear a bunch of little pop, 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 and those are little clips going. And then 5.5 seconds later, from the first pop, you'll hear boom, 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 and that'll be our round going. Perfect. So at your leisure, go ahead and.
Well, we're gonna have a boom in 3, 2, 1. I like that.
I loaded that burn real heavy, I think.
Yep.
Wow. All right. Blast successful.
Yep. That was a good one.
Now you're going to mess tomorrow. We'll see what it looks like tomorrow. Good job, Pete.
Thank you.
Well, it's the next day after the waste shot where Jason, Pete, and myself had drilled. I think we did something like 32 holes. So we're scaling our way in, and we'll wash down, bar down once we get to the face. Real curious to see this one. I hope we get another slick and slide on the quartz.
Clear to the stope station.
Look at that, one made it through the board. Our highway took a direct hit from the shotgun blast of the burn. And nothing made it to our tool station, just a little bit of blast dust. There's a little bit of blast dust here. Yeah, the drill got dirty. I'll have to wash all that down.
That's gonna be nice mucking.
We're getting a first look at our shot, and it looks like it was successful from here. A majority of the blast came back away, or I should say was shot at the highway, as we call the highway. And then it looks like it just kind of got thrown around the whole stope area. Spread out evenly, and there's a nice little pile in front of the vein there. So I'm curious to see if we got our same slick vein, and we drilled a couple holes far away from where we had that quartz layer on top of a slip on top of the vein where we were getting some gold. So I'm hoping that's still intact. Elliot has a rock he wants to drop.
Yes, I do.
So on the way in, on our way scaling in, we're getting some of the older stuff that didn't want to come out, and now it will. So just because you scaled it the last time doesn't mean it's still good. Yeah, that's the one I hated. Look at that guy.
So I'm happy with it.
Yeah, that's good. Getting that pillar cleaned up. Nicely done. All right, the boys have mucked out all the waste. And now we get to see what it looks like. This is where our burn was. And we put them pretty high up because we didn't want to take this ore right here. So there's a little bit of waste on top, but we wanted this ore untouched from that shot. We pretty much got it squared up here, up towards the back. And we got our nice slick and slide here. So we'll be drilling this ore on the next shot. We got a little hump of ore here, right along the sill. There's a good slick and slide between the ore and the waste rock here on the sill. So there'll be some ore. This is going to be kind of challenging to deal with that waste rock. We'll see what Jason says. And I wanted to show the boys how they had it back in the day. We got these nice headlights. And I got a candle here. See how you can see how you guys complain about the lighting for our videos, but if we all turn our lights off, you can't see anything except the candles glow. So imagine walking to where you're going to go work and you can't see anything but where the candle is. So I can light the floor. This is how the vein would have looked like to the old timers. Would have been hard to see gold in it. So you really can't see much of anything until you get the candle right up to it. And if I come over here with the candle in front of the boys here, do me a favor, blow that candle out. Pitch black. Can't see nothing.
Well, I've been off for a couple of days. We got the waste shot last day I was here, and then they've mucked it and got everything cleaned up, ready for the next blast. Wow. Huh. So let's see, what am I looking at here? We didn't get the depth of breakage I really wanted. But that's okay, because a lot of that down there is now vein, which is interesting. That vein's getting fat.
Yes.
It's getting real fat. It's even coming up here on the top of the slip. Well, we got some more work to do. I think Harry, let's try and shoot some more of this waste today, and get more over this way, so we can open up our stope a little bit more, and try and peel some off of here. Our burn pulled really nice, didn't it?
Yeah, it worked real well. We kind of left too much distance between the bottom hole and that ore,
Yeah.
which was probably a mistake, but we didn't know what we was going to do.
We can drill 1, 2, 3 little holes there and pop all that waste off. Scale some of that. We left our 3 holes over here that we need to shoot. So yeah, maybe a little cleanup round here. Expose a little bit more, because I mean, right now you don't have hardly any waste to shoot or any ore to shoot. I mean, there's just not much exposed there. Well, our waste shot we ran out of ammo on this side, so we're having to reload these holes or load them for the first time. And right over there, it didn't break as far down in the quartz as I wanted to. I'm riding this fine line between breaking as much waste as I can right there versus taking ore with it. And I left too much waste up there on top to mix in with the ore. So we're going to take a couple of holes there, reload that one there, get things cleaned up here, squared up, and then this next round we can come back and we can drill and load this waste, this ore, starting about here. We'll be able to stope all of this down to where Harry's stemming. Oh no! You got a hanger. You got a limpy there.
It'll fit.
It'll fit.
Gotta jab it in there.
There you go. That's how we do it.
Let me get the proper one here. There, it's supposed to look like that.
That's what it's supposed to look. That's just perfect. I left you just enough room on those 3.
Hey, you can edit these other ones out.
Oh no, I leave those in.
Gotta make me look good.
Those stand for the comic factor. There we
I
go.
hate it because when I miss, I hit the shock tube sometimes.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
And then the blaster wonders why his shot didn't go.
Yeah. Well, I have someone to blame at that point.
That's the rule in this mine, is blame Harry.
Other than myself.
No, it's I told the boys, anything you blame me.
Okay, well, let me get the 0 hooked up and we'll shoot this and come back tomorrow and see what we see. It should be an easy cleanup, right?
Easy.
Everything's easy here.
Everything is easy.
Yeah.
We got the tarp removed, nice.
Yeah, got the tarp moved, got our wall up.
We had to move it twice, because that's the way we do it.
We got lots of muck, lots of waste over there. Hey, Harry, I have a question for you.
Shoot.
When we build a wall over there behind you,
Yeah.
and then we wall this off, how are we going to get back in after a blast?
We gotta use the force.
Okay.
We got an Elijah, he can get through that wall, no problem.
Yeah, there we go. just give them a 10-foot running start. Just boom, we're back in.
We did have that discussion, and the way we figured is we wouldn't spike the top boards. We would just get more 6x6s,
Okay.
and we just kind of stack them all up there so you can at least push the first couple out and then start making your way in.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're going to have this dueling battle going on here.
Well, and pretty soon, in our next round, our burn's going to be way over there in the corner, and it's going to make a pile
Yeah.
in that hole. So it's not like it's going to be blasting all over the stope anymore. We're going to have it pretty well contained.
Well, we could also not block this off and just live with that little beam hole we have there.
Yeah, we got to put waste somewhere. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We got a plan.
I think we just use Elijah to go through the wall.
We got yeah, we got a plan for today, and it'll change 5 times before tomorrow starts.
Yeah, that's the way we like it.
Yeah. Okay, let's shoot it. Here we go. Another boom. Uh-oh, one-handed makes it harder. Alright, we'll take a peek at our little waste shot here. Oh, beauty. see if I can. It's kind of dusty in here.
I wonder if that's from a deck fan.
I don't know.
We had that problem last shot. It was pretty dusty. We had to kind of wash the air down.
Oh, it broke beautiful. Yeah, just perfect. Back looks good. Vein looks good. We got a bunch of ore
Nice.
laying there. Over there, all looks good. Heck yeah. That was a good shot. Squared it all. It looks like it may have taken the vein on the right side all the way down to the slip.
Oh, well,
We'll,
we can mine it now.
we'll see. Hard to tell. I was picking on the vein right here. We got our slip. We got some really nice vein developing on top of the slip, almost like a pocket's opening up, and I was picking along, and here's our tellurides right here, right here. Here's the slip face. It's just right on top of that slip face is where the high grade seems to be. So that's a really good sign. As we go this way, it almost seems to me that when you start developing a bunch of vein on top of the slip, that's where you're kind of opening up your pocket. And as we go that way, I'm hoping that the pocket develops a little bit more. But as you come up the slip here, we don't really have hardly any vein up into the hanging wall. And so this is where we need to concentrate on, is where the vein is developed on top of this slip. And I think that's where you're going to get a lot of your high grade stuff and your values.
Okay, we got the boys setting up the drill here. We got all the cleanup waste shot. So we got a nice clean face for the next waste round. And Pete's washing the drill down. We will shoot all this ore today. So the goal is to drill all this and shoot it. It should be a healthy amount of ore.
Because we're split shooting the waste and the ore separately, when we do the waste and it's flush with the vein, we have to do a burn, and that's our 5 on the dice and diamond and box out. So you open up a hole to blast to. But since we've got the waste out of the way already, we're just going to take our number 1 hole right here, and when we shoot this one, it'll open up a V or a little U, and then we've got these 2 that are going to go at the same time and box it out. Same here. And we're just going to open up the vein right here, and that's going to be kind of our burn. And we're able to do that because we have space above. We have somewhere to shoot it to. So once we have it all the way down to the footwall, then we can start slabbing these 2 and these 2 at the same time, together in the middle, and then we'll come out the next row, or column, I guess, the next column, and shoot it together. And when you run out of these, you'll just start slabbing all the ones you're standing on there up into the where I'm sitting, kind of. And we've got a nice little nook going. This will just get better and better, but as all this waste shoots my way, it's kind of all going to be contained, and hopefully we'll have kind of just a pile of ore. I keep saying waste.
I think everybody knows what you mean.
Everyone knows what I'm talking about.
We're shooting ore right now. We're not shooting waste.
We're shooting ore. When we shoot the ore, we'll have a nice little pile of ore sitting here, kind of up in this little cubby. And then when we take our next round of waste, and our cubby will advance, and as we take this little stope that way, we'll just continue to have the ore and the waste nice and organized in a pile, rather than blasting all over the place and we're chasing it all over the stope.
It'll be, hopefully, after the next waste round, just be one big pile right in the middle when we do the waste next.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of waste to
That's a lot of
shoot.
waste. A lot of waste. Depending on what's going on over here. The vein, right over here, the vein is probably, well, I don't know. I think it's 6 inches under my feet here.
Yeah.
It's about 3 feet thick right there. And if it rolls up, if this continues to roll up, that would be good.
I hope it rolls up, because I'd like to have a nice clean back to work from instead of this ravelly thing.
Yeah.
Pete,
Yeah.
what happened?
We lost the end of the bit, and I guess the end of the steel on the bit.
Yeah, We broke one of our 4-foot steels. It sheared off right inside the bit. You can see the end here sheared clean off. So Pete's going to do the extraction method here. Try to get a screw in it. And we got lucky. We shanked it right when we were pulling it out. Yeah, let me see that bad boy. The bit's still good, but we shanked it off in the middle. That's unfortunate.
Here's our ore shot, a little bench of ore here. Got it all loaded. Terry's working over there kind of on the burn area. That's all going to shoot up and out, opening a space for all these other caps to start shooting over that way. And then we're going to try and rip some off of this area over here. Try and open up our stope a little bit more, see what the vein's doing. So yeah, I think we got another 5 ton after the shot on the floor.
Yeah, that's definitely worth the effort today.
We blasted the waste yesterday. We came in, we mucked the waste, scaled. You got the drill, you drilled 25 holes, we loaded it, and we're gonna shoot it. We did a full cycle today. All right, Elliot's first blast. And there's 2 terminals in the right corner. See the terminals?
Right here?
Yep. Touch those wires.
Does it matter which wire touches which connector here?
It does not.
Okay.
When you're ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. That feels really cool. Rattles your chest.
Yeah.
Put it back in the freezer.
There we go.
Thank
Yep.
you.
There you go. Elliot's first blast.
And we're back to hose vision again. We're working our way to the working face. We see how our shot went. And we're just washing all the blast dust off of all of our gear. Okay, we're at the highway. Here's the track. Our top little board fell off. Got my light stage. We have not scaled in here yet. You can see I still have to wash all the blast dust off the back. But that is beautiful. Perfect, clean break between the ore and the waste. This is going to be a nice day. Yeah, that went perfect. That's exactly what it's supposed to look like. All right, we're about to scale our way in here and just wanted to get another shot before I went in here and disturbed it all. But this is what I wanted to see. A nice clean break all the way to the sill. And then we got our long hole, 6-foot hole up there drilled. And it looks like it's gone pretty much as far as we needed to. There's some waste right here we're gonna have to address. Hopefully it's hard. If it's loose, then we'll have to mark it. But it looks pretty clean. You got a nice big open area to work now. All right, we're on our merry way mucking here, making ore bags. We're making fine and coarse.
So we've got lots of coarse, lots of bags. Let's go see what our face looks like. Yeah, look at that. That's nice right there. I like that a lot. Yeah, this not so much. It's actually thicker than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, look, we got some ripped off of there. All right, cool.
All right, so Jason's up here inspecting the vein, and we found a little bit of tellurium on the slip here, and he's just going through it and trying to decide what it is we do next.
Yeah, what's our next move here? I like how thick this is on top
Yeah, me too.
of the slip. I don't know how far down. I see it's right there.
Yeah.
So it's still not a terribly thick vein. It's thicker, but
Well, I have some thoughts.
yeah.
Like I was mentioning, if we drift in on this one spot, we'll be getting on the back side of the pocket, and if we run into it, we know it's big. If we don't run into it, we know it's pretty localized. But it's a gamble.
Yeah, I think like we were talking about at lunch, is it just as, I mean, almost just as easy to just keep taking another 15-foot round as it is to do a drift right here.
Yeah, that's a true statement.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, is if we want to go one more round and follow this, and I'm kind of interested to see what happens over here as well, because the slip is right here, and we've got some good definition above.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of tellurium there.
Nice. That's good news.
See, all that. Along here. Yeah, I think this ore actually isn't too bad. It's just not as wide as we want it. Here's some tellurium. There's a little bit down below here too. You're right. So it's on both sides.
Yeah.
There's some.
So I think putting this in the rock saw and slicing it real thin
Right
on the slick on
parallel.
both ends, kind of. There's a lot of sulfides in this too, so.
Yeah, I think you bag all that.
Sulfide.
Bag it all. Pull these ones out where you can, but don't worry too much about it.
All right, Harry and Elliot will make sure that we don't get too much waste rock in your bags.
Yeah, I think
So you still get purtite in this stuff too, and it is a quartz silica, the phyllite.
because I think all this. Let's see, wait a minute. Where was our burn? Our burn's over here.
Yeah.
So yeah, all this stuff here came from right that hole where you found all that tellurium.
Right.
So this is a good muck pile here.
That makes us happy.
Bag it.
Bag it all.
We've been mucking. We got bags galore. Harry's weighing. Elliot's helping me muck, but I wanted to show you some of the stuff we're getting here and talk a little bit about the ore. What we found is the pieces with this flat slip is where we're finding a lot of the gold and the tellurium. So if you get a piece in your bag with that flat slip, look really close, right along about an inch or two above that slip. You'll also find stuff in there like this. This is the Mount Baker lightning quartz that everybody's talking about. Really nice sulfides laced through the white quartz. Looks really, really pretty. Here's another nice little piece of it. So you get stuff like that in there. But here again is that slip I wanted to talk about. Here's the flat face. And this band right here is red tellurides. And when they're red, they've oxidized. When they're shiny silver, let's see if I can find a piece. When they're kind of dull silver like that, they're unoxidized. But there's some red there that's oxidized. And then right here is a piece of gold. Right at my thumb tip there. So anywhere you see that slip, right above that slip is where you're looking for the good gold stuff, and the tellurium all right along there. Slip, tellurium. So keep that in mind when you're looking through these bags, especially the coarse bags, because all these rocks I've shown you are going to go in the coarse bags. And then all this fine stuff that we're mucking, all this stuff will go in the run-of-mine bags. You'll get stuff like this in there too. Bigger stuff like that. But if you're really looking for specimens and bigger rocks, all this stuff like this is going to go in the coarse bags.
Well, we got a mighty stack of bags here, all the way to the back. And Jason's decided to start breaking rocks to fit them into the coarse bags.
Making coarse bags.
Making coarse bags.
There's some really good stuff in here.
Yeah.
Little rocks don't grow on trees.
Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it. Nice lightning quartz in there. There's some good stuff in these coarse bags. A lot of mineralization.
Hey, farm. Put her in the bag.
Put it in the bag.